everyone. I am doing another Christian meaning song video today. I did a Twitter poll to see what you guys might want to hear or see from me next, and you chose that. This is Gospel by Panic at the Disco. I will link my Twitter below in case some of you want a say next time, or you can comment on the this actual video and see if you have any suggestions for me for the next one. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Do the usual, like, comment, subscribe, share it, whatever. And if you want, you have to click the stupid notification bell thing now because, that's the way that YouTube is working. So if you want to see that, that would be great. Also, thank you so much for 50 subscribers. That's amazing for me. Like, I couldn't be happier with that. So thanks, guys, and I hope that you guys enjoy. If we look into the actual song itself, now, obviously, we all know that Brendon Urie is not a Christian himself. He was raised as a Mormon in his family, but left the church. If you know any history of Panic at the Disco itself, obviously they're not a Christian band, so I'm not putting any titles at all to this. I'm just doing my personal interpretation of the song as a Christian, because he does use a lot of words, in particular relating to, words in the Bible. So I thought I might just interpret that. But yeah, so he was raised as a Mormon, as you know, and he left the church when he was about 16, and he never went back to it. And obviously, if you know the song, if you've done research into the actual song itself, you know that the song actually, in Brendon's actual interviews he's done, it has no Christian meaning at all. It's just he's actually talking about the band member, his friend Spencer, who left, who was addicted to drugs, and he wrote a song about him. He was frustrated at the time. He was angry at him that he needed help, and he wasn't accepting any help from his friends. So that's what the actual song is about. So I'm not saying it's not about that, because that's obviously what it is about if Brendon himself said it was about that. But I'm just putting my personal spin on it. If it could be a Christian song, or have Christian meanings, I mean, this is what I would have interpreted it as. Obviously, it's not a Christian song, as I've stated. It has no Christian meaning. This is just my interpretation of it. So enjoy. Lots of lyrics, so I'm not going to go through every single lyric. I'm just going to go through a few of them, but starting from the beginning, this is Gospel for the fallen ones, locked away in permanent slumber, assembling their philosophies from pieces of broken memories. And then, of course, it goes to the beat of my heart. So this is Gospel for the fallen ones. I think that's him saying, his personal gospel. So he said kind of music is more of his religion now. He left the church to do music and pursue it and look into other things. So the fallen ones could mean anything. It could mean, people who have left, and, things like that have left the church or have, fallen out, kind of thing. Locked away in a permanent slumber. I really can't think of anything for that. Assembling their philosophy. So obviously philosophy is what it is. It's, it's finding meaning to things. So, from pieces of broken memories. So that could mean his personal memories, broken memories in the church, broken memories of, his family kind of pushing religion onto him and him not wanting it. That could be his memory of it. So if you look into the word philosophy, because I went back and kind of searched it, it's a study of general fundamental problems concerning matters such as existence, knowledge, value, reason, mind. And, oh, it's gone. Okay, that is not good. Anyways, that is that. You get the point. So it's just kind of finding out, your own personal, your own beliefs, your own being, knowledge, conduct, things like that. So I just thought I'd add that in there, because assembling their philosophy, so them trying to figure out where they come from and things like that, and their own personal knowledge of things, of religion, or just in general. As he said, he's probably leaving at this point, and going on to the church, or away from the church, I should say. Lyrics, sorry, my eye is itchy. The gnashing of teeth and criminal tongues conspire against the odds, but they haven't seen the best of us yet. Now, that word, I know particularly that he took that word from the biblical prospect, of course, because there is not really that many other things to talk about that. If you look at, it's Luke 13:28, there'll be weeping and gnashing of teeth, and I believe that is talking directly about hell itself, because I think either that or just talking about the people being thrown out of the kingdom of God. So people who have had problems with old biblical studies, things like that, I think that's what that is about. It's talking about being thrown out of or left out of the church. So could mean anything, but that one is definitely a direct context into biblical terms. Now, if you look at other sources such as Wikipedia, which I hate, but I'm putting it on here, it appears 7 times apparently in the New Testament according to this, and it is describing people who are damned to hell, apparently. Yes, so it is also related to parables, things like that, just in terms of teaching, gnashing and things like that. To me it sounds like fighting or getting really uptight about a certain thing, and then, you know, ultimately being thrown out. And we get to the main course, if you love me, let me go, because these words are knives and often leave scars, the fear of falling apart, and truth be told I never was yours, the fear of falling apart. Now, of course, in the real song that's obviously talking about, you know, Spencer himself, but in Christian terms, I would say if it was about, you know, the church or Brendon leaving the church, I would say that it is personally him saying, I would say, kind of screaming to his family saying this, you know, if you love me, let me go, let me out of here, I don't want to be part of this, because these words are knives and often leave scars. So that could have been anything. That could have been like personally them saying something that Brendon really disliked or really disagreed with, and he couldn't get with it, like he just couldn't agree with anything that they were saying to him, and he needed to leave. And it hurt him, I'm sure it deeply hurt him to have to tell his family that, you know, I can't do this anymore, I can't be in this religion, it's too much for me, I need to go and explore my own kind of thing. And obviously they respected him, I'm pretty sure, I'm not really sure, I'm hoping they did respect him for that, but I'm not sure. The fear of falling apart, and truth be told I never was yours. So obviously that's him saying, like, I was never really supposed to be part of this, it was just kind of like me being in it, and that he just needed to get out of it. And yeah, this is gospel for the vagabonds, ne'er-do-wells and self-willed bastards, confessing their apostasies, led away by imperfect impostors. So this is gospel for the vagabonds. You know, then it goes into saying, like, you know, it's about the people who are not the greatest kind of people, like vagabonds, insufferable bastards, you know. Now, confessing their apostasies, that has a pretty deep meaning, so I'm going to go into that. So once again, if you want to look up the definition, is apostasies definition, a total desertion or departure from one's religion, principles, party, cause, etc. more, or the abandonment or renunciation of a religious or political belief. So obviously, like I said, it is about his friend, but it could have these meanings. I think, you know, confessing their apostasies, led away by imperfect impostors. So the impostors could be anyone. It could be someone in the church that he believes is an impostor, like, you know, like they're feeding people lies. Obviously, I don't agree with this, but like, I'm just saying for what the song is about. He could be confessing their apostasies, so he could be like, I don't know in the Mormon religion if they do confession or whatever, but I think he personally is like talking about this, saying to him, and that was confessing his apostasies probably to his family, saying, you know, like I said, he's confessing to them, saying, I can't do this anymore, I need to leave, basically. That's what that's about. And of course, this is the beat of my heart, that continues on, and then he talks about, don't try and sleep through the underworld, bury me alive, because I won't give up without a fight. Of course, that could be anything again. He is probably saying, like, you know, he won't give up without a fight, he is leaving, or don't try to kill him, basically. That, of course, this goes back to his friend. I would say, you know, that actually is probably directly related to that. And we're back to the beginning. And then of course it just goes with the fear of falling apart, the fear of falling apart. There isn't that many more things I can say about this song just because it's, you know, it is what it was. But to sum it up, it's basically, in my personal interpretation, I would say it is about Brendon leaving the church. Personally, that's just what I think, but you know, like I said, songs have different meanings. People interpret them differently, but that was just my personal interpretation of it. So yeah. I don't really have that many other things to say about it. I will actually link, because I saw Brendon or Panic at the Disco in the summer and I have a really good video, so I'll put that in at the end of this, hopefully, if I have time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, leave me some constructive feedback if you want. Let me know about, you know, if you have any more suggestions for other songs, let me know. I like to do Panic and 21 Pilots, obviously, because they're my favorite bands, but I can do other ones. Excuse me, if you guys want. I'm not picky, so it'll be good. And yeah, I hope you guys love this video. Please do the usual like, comment, subscribe, share. Click the notification button if you want to be notified when I post videos. I'm gonna try to get more on a better schedule for them, but right now it's just kind of all over the place. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!